Big shout to the Ghosts and the Ghost Sets. I got some breaking news right now. The Mongols and the Pagans got into it with the Bandidos in Texas at a strip club called Jaguars. One shot, one severely beaten. It just goes on. It's endless. The wars keep on going. We have footage. They have members of the Mongols and the Pagans in custody right now. There's statements being written. There's a lot going on right now, and we're going to break it down. But the first thing I want you to do, like we always do on this channel, is to hit me with that pound ghosting. And that lets me know you're alive and well, sitting on tools, doing what you do, or just part of the Demons Row community. One of my ghosts. Big shout to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the row. Follow my second page, the Soast the Ghost page. I got new videos out there, but let's break this down. First and foremost, prayers go out to the brother that got shot and to the brother that got severely beaten. Arrest warrants were issued for 42 Mongols and Pagans. They're calling this aggravated assault and organized crime. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and organized crime. So they're going mob level with this type of indictment that they got going on right now, and it's stretching to a lot of different areas of Texas. And it's just ironic that the other day, Free Conan, they just locked Conan up, the National, and now this is going on in Texas. I don't know if all these pieces are being put together because they're just trying to shut down the clubs. Who knows what's going on right now? We only have their side of the story right now, and I know some inside, but there's only so much that you could talk about on the internet. They confiscated 19 weapons and drugs, but as you get deeper into the interview, the chief says that it was paraphernalia. So, you know, that's how they throw it in to make it seem like it's worse than it was. But I mean, I'm not minimizing anything. Someone got hurt in this, two people got hurt in this situation. Somebody could have died, and it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to cover it. We got to keep an eye on this. Statements have been written, so it's going to get crazy, and we don't know what this backlash is going to be on other states, if they're going to use this as an excuse to do sweeps all over. Who knows what's going on right now? And this is so crazy because we were just talking about unification. I feel like so many of us is on the same page. We got to figure a way to evolve from it, but these type of situations are going to make it nearly impossible for that to happen. So let's run this press conference real quick. They answer a lot of questions. They have guns, they have cuts, all sitting on the table in front of them, which is what I hate to see because it's another notch for them. They always get a win, and we seem to always take an L, and that's why I say that we need to unify because we need some W's. I hate losing, but run the footage.
Good morning. February 14th at 3:17 in the morning, the Edinburgh Police Department received a call of a shooting at the local bar called the Jaguars here in town. Upon arrival, our officers located two individuals, one who had been shot multiple times and the second who had been beaten severely. Our officers immediately began first aid and got them transported to area hospitals. We learned that the individual who had been shot is an active member of the Bandido Motorcycle Club, and the second individual who was severely beaten is an associate of the Bandido Motorcycle Club. We also discovered that the suspects who are no longer at location are current members of the Mongols and Pagans Motorcycle Club. As a result of the individuals involved, it was in the best interest of not only the Edinburgh Police Department, public safety, and our citizens of Edinburgh to launch a massive investigation. I immediately notified the FBI, DEA, ATF, the sheriff, and also the Texas DPS for assistance in this case. It was apparent to us at the time that this investigation would take us statewide, which it did. During the investigation, we were able to identify the individuals involved. We were able to obtain 42 arrest warrants and also 10 search warrants. On February the 24th, which is this past Wednesday, we launched a massive operation across the state. This particular operation took place in the city of Edinburgh and the city of McAllen, Brownsville, Westaco, Corpus Christi, Ed Couch, and Dallas, Texas. We were able to effect arrests, and the investigation is currently ongoing. These individuals who were arrested were charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and organized crime. As a result of the search warrants, we were able to recover 19 weapons, drugs, and other items were also seized. It is very clear to us that public safety is our top priority, and the message is very clear. If you commit a crime in the city of Edinburgh, we will ID you, we will track you down, we will arrest you, and you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Thank you.
So we're going to hold the questions for the very end, but I would like to introduce Texas Department of Public Safety. We have Regional Director Victor Escalon.
Good morning. My name is Victor Escalon with DPS. Man, I just want to say a few words and thank the chief for allowing me to do this. But it's a great example of everybody working together to solve this problem quickly and to hold those responsible accountable. And that was done very quickly and swiftly by everybody working together. I'm very proud of the partnerships we have with the PD, DEA, ATF, the Sheriff's Office. This can't be done by ourselves. We have to work together to be very effective. And I'm very proud of that. Just so you know, we'll continue to work hard for our communities and continue and not to let up on these crimes. So thank you.
We also have a representative here with ATF, Agent in Charge Cesar Zambrano.
Good morning. My name is Cesar Zambrano. I'm the resident agent in charge of the McAllen ATF office. And as a lead federal agency in investigating gang-related crime, we are proud to work side by side with the Edinburgh Police Department, the Department of Public Safety, Hidalgo County, and our multiple partners at the Rio Grande Valley Gang Task Force. Also, we are bringing our federal resources, including NIBIN. This national network is going to be rolled out pretty soon here in the RGV. We're very proud to have it ready to go. And NIBIN has been very successful throughout South Texas, so we are excited to be bringing it to McAllen. Thank you.
We also have a representative from the DEA here, Agent in Charge Richard Sanchez.
Good morning. My name is Richard T. Sanchez. I'm the Assistant Special Agent in charge of the McAllen DEA office. On behalf of DEA, I want to congratulate the Edinburgh Chief as well as the Edinburgh Police Department for taking this initiative to ensure that the public is safe. However, we also want to ensure and notify the public that we at DEA are serving as a force multiplier to our federal, state, and local agencies to ensure that during any pandemic, any freeze, any hurricane, that we are here to assist. And first and foremost, our dedication is and commitment is to the citizens of Hidalgo County and South Texas. Thank you.
And last but not least, we have the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, Chief Deputy Mario Lopez.
Good morning. Again, this is a prime example of all the agencies working together. We experience it over and over again that we can't do it by ourselves. So this case, again, where everybody working together, coming together, using everybody's resources. As you can see the examples up here. A local agency, county agency, would be very difficult without the assistance to make these arrests in other parts of the state. So I want to thank every agency that assisted, and thank you.
So we have a few minutes for a couple of questions from, each news outlet. So we will be doing questions in Spanish, but a little bit after, and they'll be off to the side with Lieutenant Sepulveda. So I guess we'll start off with questions in English first. I don't know if anyone has anything that they would like to go ahead and ask. And then also, when you ask your question, if you could say your name, the outlet that you're with, and then also who your question is for.
Sure. There you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mark Reagan with the Monitor, Chief. Can you tell me, did these guys just run into each other and they're like, hey, you're a pagan, you're a bandito, we're gonna fight each other, or were they there together? How did the conflict begin?
The two individual victims were outside standing in line to walk in. And so someone notified the Mongols, Pagans, who were already inside, that these individuals were outside. At that point, they came outside, and the disturbance occurred.
You know, we hear a lot about street gangs in the valley, but not a lot about motorcycle gangs. I mean, how prevalent are these motorcycle gangs down here?
They are. We have them all over the state, and they're everywhere. So we want to make sure that they understand that we are committed to public safety. And so any crime that they or anybody else is involved in, that there's consequences.
Thank you, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Anyone Sergeant V10. I'm not sure you already talked about this, but are there more people wanted on this case?
We are still seeking some other individuals. That's correct.
Monica de Anda, KRTV Channel 5. So what, do we know of a motive or why this took place?
Well, for years, these two clubs, or three clubs, have been rivals of each other. So that's what we have at this time.
Any other questions?
You said you found 19 weapons?
We were able to seize 19 weapons at this time. That is correct.
What kind of weapons are these?
Well, from regular pistols to high-power weapons, which we have them on display here for you all to see.
What kind of drugs?
Drug paraphernalia.
Drug paraphernalia.
Exactly. And we also have a prop out here for you all to see the individuals who have been apprehended and those that are still outstanding.
And are these the people who were arrested from different clubs?
We have all these on the wall that you see are from two different clubs who are connected together. We got the Mongols Motorcycle Club and also the Pagans Motorcycle Club.
So I'll make sure I know, since you all are putting these stories together, or maybe for video, if you all want the digital version of those mugshots, just feel free to get with me after this press conference, and I'll make sure that you all have a copy of those mugshots. I know, Chief, maybe you want to go over I know some of them were already charged, right? So the bond amounts?
We have, each one was arraigned and charged with three different charges. Two of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and the third one is organized crime. Each particular offense was at $150,000 bond, which was a total of $450,000 for each individual that was arraigned.
Do you know if these club members tend to go to the location often, where it happened?
We have no knowledge of that. I can tell you that several individuals were arrested in Dallas, Texas, and we appreciate the Texas Highway Patrol who were able to transport these individuals from Dallas to the Edinburgh Police Department.
All of these gang members were here in the valley, and then after that event, they took off, or?
The motorcycle club members were here, and they were from all over. So that particular night, they happened to be all together, and so that's when the incident occurred.
Chief, what's the status of the victims? Are they in the hospital? Are they recovering?
The victims in the hospital, they were taken to area hospitals. They were treated and later released. That's what happened to them. So they're out of the hospital at this time.
Were there any arrests made in the motorcycle club for the motorcycle club that the victims were part of? Were there any arrests made there?
We don't have any arrests at that point. This is still an active investigation. So typically when you work an investigation of this magnitude, other arrests do occur that are not involved in this particular incident.
Is there a concern that, maybe the guys who got shot and beat up, that their gang friends are going to try to get some kind of revenge on these rival motorcycle gangs?
Well, it's always a concern to law enforcement because at the end of the day, public safety is our number one priority. So we are monitoring a lot of these individuals, and we have our federal partners, our state partners, and county partners that do assist us in different areas to make sure that we continue monitoring these particular clubs.
And are these victims also cooperating with police?
They have cooperated with police. Yes, sir.
So you seen the footage, and the way I feel is like we are truly in some dark times. it seems to get darker and darker every day. But we got to keep positive, and we got to keep our vibe that we're building here going, and it will override the negativity. We will find that day where all of this gets put to the side, but this just makes it so much easier for this government to smash down on us. We have to find ways to unify, and these are just the situations. This is what happens in Australia and all these other places. Everybody's warring with each other. They lock up all the people that could form a resistance, and then they take the guns away, and then before you know it, you have no rights. So we have to be smarter than this. This has happened so many times throughout history, and we have to evolve from this. Get your Demons Roll pins, and when you put this on your cut, it signifies to the rest of the people in your club or in other clubs, I'm not with separation, I'm with unification. That's what we're gonna turn this logo into, a logo of unification. So when you see that logo, when you see it on somebody, you know they're with it too. They understand the movement, and they understand what we're about. And it's not to oppress each other or to be better than each other, or this one's better than that one. No, it's all of us as one culture standing tall together. So thank you for tuning in to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture. Like, subscribe, and comment. And oh yeah, we ghosting, baby.